Here's our week 7 video for math for grade 2. Monday is a catch-up day. Tuesday to Friday is practicing addition. Open up your booklets. Check the date. May 12th would be starting on Tuesday. In these examples, we have an addition question on one side, and they've represented the addition question using base 10 blocks on the other side. This is very similar to last week where we were modeling using base 10 blocks. On the top, they have the number 73. They've represented that over here as 7 tens and 3 ones. On the bottom, they've added on 5 more ones, which they've represented down here as 5 more ones. When you add these numbers together to find the sum, it is very important that students remember to always start on the ones side. When we look here, one way that makes it a little bit easier when we are counting up is to tell kids to pick the bigger number, in this case 5, and then count on from there. So we know that this number is 5, so 5, 6, 7, 8. So we know that there are 8 ones. Write your 8 down here, and then we check our tens column. Now we could recount this, however, if we look over here, we know that there are 7 tens, and we haven't added any more, so we're going to write down our 7. These examples, students will draw the base 10 blocks that are represented here, and then they will solve. Remember, always start on the ones column. These ones don't have a spot to draw them, but students can use a scrap piece of paper if they would like, or if they know the answer, if they know what 2 plus 5 is, they can simply write it down. It's just really important, again, that they start on the one side. Okay. Here we have some more examples. In these cases, we have represented the number 40 as 4 tens and 0 ones. Number 30 as 3 tens and 0 ones. Again, students should be reminded, even though this looks like there's nothing here, nothing is represented by the number 0, and this is a place value. Okay, so this does have some value in it. So remember, we look at the one spot, and there are 0 individual units, so we would write down 0. And then you would add up your tens. Start with the bigger number, 4, and then add on. So 4, 5, 6, 7. So counting on. On Thursday, we have some, again, more examples. Remember, start on the one side. Even though it doesn't say ones, students should be reminded, what side do you start? On the one side. Here is a coloring sheet. They solve the questions, and then there is a key on the bottom, and they would color each section whatever color is associated with their sum. So if it's a 12 is their answer, they would color it blue, and so on. Friday, we are looking at repeated addition. So here we have equal groupings. Each group has 3. So it's 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. There are a few different ways that this can be solved. In class, we have talked about taking these groups, and you could even make them bigger groups. Like you could say, well, I know that 3 plus 3 is 6, and I know that since I know these 3 plus 3 is 6, I know 3 plus 3 over here is 6. And when I add my 6 plus 6 together, if you know your doubles, you'll know the answer is 12. So we have looked at here 4 groups of 3 equals 12, or 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 was 12. If students find this a little bit challenging, they can still count the individual ones if they would like. In certain situations like this, they should be encouraged, though, to try to skip count by 2s. They say 2, 4, 6. Right? And again, we have some more examples over here. And that's it for the week for math.